All right, man. I'm glad to be here. My name is Karl Dunbar. For you guys who haven't been here, I appreciate the Glacier Clinic getting me here, and it's been great being here. Today we're going to talk about teaching defensive linemen to rush the passer. I think, for me, for a long time, this was kind of an uneventful art because I didn't think a lot of people cared about it when I first came into pro ball. Well, when I first came into college ball, because when I played back in the late 80s, the mid to late 80s, everybody ran the ball. I played at LSU. You had Emmitt Smith, you had Karl, you had Gene Jelson, Bobby Humphries. You had a lot of 1,000-yard rushers. We had Dalton Hilliard, we had Harvey Williams. So everybody really just ran the ball, and that's what we thought we had to be good at. But as things change, you have to change. And in this league that I play in, the people who get protected and make the money are quarterbacks and wide receivers. On defense, if you can cover and rush the passer, you stand a good chance to make some money. And I'm always thinking about some way to get our guys better. And I think when your guys understand that the stuff that you're doing is to make them better, they really buy into it. And I was talking about it before, and I always talk about it. For every skill on the field as a coach, you should make up a drill. You ought to come to a situation where if you want a guy to do something on the field, you ought to get him in a situation in practice that he has to do it. And I think that's the thing that makes our guys play the way they play. In 2006, I think we had 31 sacks just by the defensive line. 2007, I want to say we had 34. 2008, this year we had 38. So we get better, and it's getting better because our offense is putting points on the board. Anytime your offense can score points and get guys, and you as a defense can get guys behind the chain, you can rush the passer. Because you're going to see in some of this stuff, we tell our guys, you have to earn the right to rush the passer. Because if you don't stop them from running the ball, they won't throw it. They get 4 or 5 yards on first, second down each. Why throw it? Just pound it. So we got to do a good job of stopping the run. The last 3 years we've been at Minnesota, we've led the league in rushing defense. Guys don't run the ball against us. And I guess I was a bad coach, so we went out and paid Jared Allen a whole bunch of money to come over and rush the passer. So that made me a better coach. So that's some of the things you do. And I talk about that because I know it's a two-way go as far as a give and take. I've seen a lot of good coaches without jobs because they didn't have good players. And that's something I know you college guys got to do. You got to recruit. I haven't seen a lot of bad coaches keep jobs because they do a heck of a job recruiting and they got good players. So, if you can get in that happy medium where you can be a good coach and have good players, you'll always keep a job. So the thing that I'm going to try to help you with today is just some little things about teaching defensive linemen to pass rush. I talked about it, and I think the thing that we talk about as far as I'm a defensive coach is just pre-snap keys, guys. Before you guys get their hands on the ground, they got to understand these things right here. The first session we talked about, down and distance. First and 10 balls on the -20. They got what? Personnel on the field is regular. They got tight end, 2 backs. What do you think? Run or anything, play action pass. They go zebra, they take one of the backs off the field, put another wide receiver on the field, and the quarterback is in shotgun. Then you think some other stuff. Or if you're playing one of the zone read teams. We don't get a lot of that in our pro ball. But, we say 2 or 3-man surface. 2-man surface is a guard and a tackle. 3-man surface is a guard, a tackle, and a tight end. Knowing what you can get. Vertical and horizontal splits. Vertical splits, if the guard is backed up off the line of scrimmage. Horizontal, if they get width. Those kind of things you can tell before you put your hand on the ground. Then we talk about 1 back and 2 backs. 2 backs and A&I, some heavy run stuff. 2 backs and it's eye near or eye forward. If you study some film, you might get some powers, some counters, those kind of things. If they go 1 back, quarterback underneath, anything you get first pass, you saying what? It's going to be what, some 3-step, maybe a fake play action. If you get one back, quarterback's in shotgun, backs offset, now you think, if anything, zone read, but you get one back, quarterback in shotgun, then you look at down and distance if it's 3rd and 8. And I think that's some things you guys can learn before they get on the field to help them be football players. My coach in college used to always tell me, they call you guys student athletes, but we want you to be a what? Athlete student? We really want you to be a student of the game. We want you to be a student athlete, but we want you to be a student of the game too. We want you to understand what you're going to get. And I think my coach in college used to always tell me, I wouldn't be your friend if I knew somebody was standing outside this door, when you walked outside, they were going to hit you in the head. And I didn't tell you. These are some of the things you can tell your guys that help them from getting hit in the head. Just these little keys that can help them pick up some of these things before they step out on the field. Keys to pass rush, guys. You heard me talk about it earlier. I think you got to play great on 1st and 2nd down. You got to earn the right to rush the pass by stopping the run. I think that's so important. You got to discourage guys from running the ball. You got to discourage them. And then when you get opportunity, you got to anticipate the quick reaction to pass, by depending on your pre-snap keys and your ball get off. Everything in pass rush, guys, is ball get off. Getting off on the ball is imperative if you're gonna rush the passer. We talk about closing the distance, working north and south, and make the blocker move his feet. When you talk about run, if you're an offensive line coach, you're talking about big offensive linemen getting their hands on defensive linemen and trying to maul them. As a defensive coach, you want what? Extension. You want separation. Now, as an offensive line coach, we saying what? Pass protection, what they looking for? Now they looking for separation. Us as D-line coaches, what are we looking for? We're trying to close that distance and get to them so we can get to the quarterback. And you're going to hear me say sweet meat a lot of time, and that's what we call quarterbacks and running backs. You got to get to that sweet meat. And we talk about this too. You got to get on the corner and rush half the man. We talk about it all the time. I used to tell my kids in high school and college, only time I want to see you on the corner is when you're rushing the passer. You never want to go straight down the man and try to bull rush him. And there's going to be certain instances on the field that you can bull rush, but you're not going to make money if you spend your time trying to run over people. Especially with these kids that's so big and so athletic. By that time, the quarterback and the ball is gone. So you want to get on the edge, and we're going to help you do some things to get on your edge. Now, the same thing we talked about it for the process. It's the same thing for anything. You want to get your assignment from the Mike linebacker. It's a little repetitive if you were here for the last session. A couple of things change. You want to get the same stance. You want to get on a ball key. You want to get off. Recognize pass. And this is the thing a lot of people ask me questions about. I call us option pass rushers. Option pass rushers mean I can't tell you to get in your stand and you're going to pull, slide, and swim, you're going to bob and swat, or you're going to spin on the snapper ball. Because I don't know what set he's going to give you. You got an option to do whatever you want based upon the skills you have as a football player. The most important thing is you get off. If he drops back, you want to get on the edge. If a guy's dropping back, retreating, you want to bull rush him. If a guy sits on the line of scrimmage, that's when you want to bob and swat him. Because if you try to bull rush a guy who's sitting on the line of scrimmage, there's going to be two bulls back, bumping heads. So you don't want to do that. If a guy's retreating, you want to attack him. If a guy's attacking, you want to move and get on the edge. So I never say, this is what you do. I say we get off on the ball and we're going to give you some tools to put in your toolbox. And if the situations arise, you might have to use a wrench on this one. You might have to use a screwdriver on this one. But you got the tools in your box. So if you can use them in different situations, we think it'll make you a better football player. You want to contain the quarterback, squeeze the pocket from the outside, and you want to collapse it inside. I think that's so important, and we're going to talk about it. This was more for high school. We talked about tackling a guy high in pro ball, and that's tackling the football. Because you can't hit a quarterback high because they're going to throw a flag. We want to talk about getting that ball out if he still has it when you get there. And we all know you got to hit the quarterback above the waist if you're in the back of it. So we always talk about hitting him high and stripping that ball out. And Bob means break on ball with great angles and effort. And you got to go out and make a Viking tackle. We talked about knees bend, chest up, neck on the brace, and running through a guy on contact. So that's something I think that can really help you for us teaching young guys how to be tacklers. This is what I love right here. You got to build a quarterback trap. We talked about containing and squeezing and what? Collapsing the pocket. And we always tell our defensive end to work to the upfield shoulder. You talking about chapping my pants. If you get a guy get on the edge and goes to the nose of the quarterback, and the quarterback what? Spins out. We want to make the quarterback step up in the pocket. And if we do that, the onus is on these two guys to push the pocket. Now you see us have a guy in the A gap and a guy in the B gap. I never want to have two B gap rushes inside because it becomes what? 7-on-7 for the goddamn quarterback. He can step up in that pocket, and you do things for his switching lane assignments with exit games. When I say exit, ends first, then the tackles. A text game with the tackle first, the end second, or you run some three-man games. So there's a lot of things you can do just to exchange rush lanes, but we want to make sure we got some guys in his face and some guys containing him. Now we got a couple shots. I think the thing that we make our money in Minnesota, or you make your money on any team in the league, college or pro, if you can rush the quarterback with four guys. You can rush the quarterback with four guys. We got a text game going over here. The tackle's going first, and the end's coming underneath. You got a guy who knows they have a game over here, so he wants to come inside to do what? Draw the center to him. You want to draw that center to him. Now these guys can work, but you see these guys working? When you can rush the quarterback guys with four guys, we got guys, what? Pushing the pocket inside, then we got guys outside squeezing that pocket and containing the quarterback. When you can get four guys rushing the passes, you got something. It was hard to sack this guy here. Look at these guys get off. Look at this guy going inside, making a move. This guy making him do what? Step up, and you got what? Big guy doing what? Hey, collapse in the middle of the pocket. So you got guys hitting it. Now guys, check this out right here. The ball's on the what? On the 50-yard line or the 49-yard line, right? On the 49-yard line, he throws a pass to Reggie Bush. It's -4 yards. Because you got guys in his face, and he had to throw the ball in what we call the kill zone area. That's anywhere from 6 to 10 yards deep. You make the quarterback have to throw it underneath. We should have guys there to make that play. Throw it inside. We should have guys there to make that play. And that's what you want. Four guys. Your beloved Arizona Cardinals. We got a game inside. We got an auto. Nose tackles going first. Three techniques coming back. You got an end take the inside move. And what you talking about, guys, tell me this is not intentional grounding. No, it's not intentional grounding.
That's a great pass. That's a great pass.
That's why y'all lost the Super Bowl. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
We got to bring back old stuff.
Hey, man, we're going to let it go there. Here you go. You got guys getting on the edge. You got a big guy pushing it. Look at here. Now you got a guy trying to collapse that middle pocket. Get that quarterback out of there. Guys on the edge. When you can rush the quarterback with four men, guys, you got a chance. You got a chance. And I tried to put a lot of four-man clips on here just to give you an opportunity to see these guys getting on the edge, these guys, somebody working inside. This guy's going to the A gap. This guy has two. This guy has two. This guy has two. They committed 7 guys to 4, and that's 8 with him. So they got what? 3 guys out on the pass route. So we know as a defensive front, we got time to get to the quarterback just because they have 3 guys out. This guy has a one-on-one. Let's go get it. So that's the thing right here. 4 guys rushing. And the thing we try to talk about all the time, you got a quarterback you got to offset back. If the linebackers or the safeties don't show which way we think the center's going, away from the back, because they want to make you what? 3 on 3. 3 on 3. 3 guys to block these 2, 3 guys to block these 2. So we try to work some games. If he's going to go away, this guy coming inside, this guy coming around, or these 2 guys coming inside and his coming around, because we thinking if the back is here, if we go on that outside, what's going to happen? He's going to chip us, going to knock our kidneys loose. So we don't want that to happen. But we got all kind of games we can run. They run a little game inside, rush the pocket, there you go. Now you got a guy in his face, and just this pressure makes him do what? Throw the ball away. And that's what you want. I mean, to me, they don't like it, but to me, this is as good as a sack. Now, the sack gonna get them more money, but to me, this right here gonna get me off the field if that's 3rd down. So I'm just as good with that than anything. You know, so here you go. Same thing. Now you got these guys. In that first session, we talked about the vertical and horizontal pass. This guy gets vertical, and where's his pass at? The vertical, and he's high on him, right? So he takes that inside pass. Same thing here. He can see through him to the quarterback and sees the quarterback settle down in there. So both of those guys do the same move. They do the same move, get inside to the quarterback. I mean, that's what you're looking for. And the quarterback can't do what? Step up, because you got guys in his face. That's just what you want. Find the ball. Oh, we go to the Cardinals again. There you go. Now you got a game here. You got a tight end and a offset back. We're thinking the center's going away. So we're going to bring the penetrator away from the side the center's going. There you go. There you go. Now you got this guy here on the edge. This kid's pass go vertical, but where is he at? He's low on the guy, so the guy does what? He stays on the edge. He stays on the edge. There you go. That's your future right there.
Do these guys make that decision on the line?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. They talk about it based upon the stuff we do in the film room and on the practice field. It's different for every team based upon what we see them do. Yeah, and and that's the good thing about not having a kid have to go to class. We keep them from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. So they really get opportunity. But I think sometimes, because we did the same thing in high school and college, but the onus was on me as a coach to learn all these things. And like I said, you just need one guy on the field who can make a call. If you're not a coach that's going to blitz everybody every time, and even on blitzing, you got to know where the center's going, where you want to send your blitz. So you don't want to send your blitz to the side of the center, because they get an extra man. So here you go. We thinking the center's going away. These guys, when we play them, backs offset, he came straight back. Especially if Kevin Williams was away from Jared Allen. Now, if we got Kevin and Jared on the same side, they coming to him because they trying to help each other. But that's the things we learned just from watching film. And I don't understand why they blocked him by himself. He had 4 sacks in the game when we played them in Minnesota. But look, quarterback can't get out of the pocket. He can't step up. There you go. Coming back to the ball. He's on that edge, feeling himself getting pushed by. We said we don't want any drive-bys, so he can either spin or counter club and come back. There you go. And get that ball out. That's what we talk about doing. There you go. 4 guys rushing the pass. Getting on them edges. There you go. He can't step up. He can't get out. Guys in the middle. You talk about a nose tackle getting a sack. There's a parade going on. And it's just what you want. It's just what you want. God dang, got a lot on these cards. They go that one we talk about, that dead man. See, he doesn't do a good job because he doesn't what? He doesn't sell it. He doesn't turn and look. He's still looking at it. But what? We got a guy on the edge. We got a guy here making that edge sharp. And watch this guy come around right here. There you go. There you go. When you got 4 guys who can rush the passer, you got a chance. You got a chance. Look at these guys. His pads are vertical, and he's low on Jared. Jared's going to stay on that edge. His pads are vertical. He's low. He tried to chop his hands down. He got on that edge. Peyton can't step up. He got people at his feet, grabbing at his legs. Just throws the ball away. We off the field. Here you go. Now you don't know where the center's going unless they give you a clue. You got two backs in the backfield. Who's the guy who's going to release? Now, if it's a fullback and a running back, you know the center's going away from the fullback. But we got to put on personnel we call pony, where they put two running backs in there. So you got to study some film to see who they're going to release, who's the best pass catching running back. You know, and that's what we try to do. You know, look at this guy. Look at this guy. We talk about that ball key, that get off. Look at this guy. You know, he beats that guy off the ball. You know, look at this guy. You know, tell me it's not intentional grounding. He's in the pocket. He's in the pocket and throws the ball. To who? To who? You know, but nothing said. You know, once again, quarterback, backs offset, quarterback, center's going away. That's what we think. Beast right here, guys. Watch him knock them hands down, dip and lean. There you go. You got four guys rushing the quarterback. He can't get out of the pocket, and now he can't step up. Great spin move right here. Taking him inside, beating him outside. There you go. Love it, love it, love it. They talk about how good this guy was, and hey, that's Gross or whatever his name is. Go get him. Go get him. This guy right here is a beast. Getting on the edge, rushing half the man. You don't see guys bull rushing. Inside pad, outside pad. There you go. Gotta love it. We're gonna see this one right here, then we'll go on to something else. Getting on the edge, getting on the edge, getting on the edge. Quarterback tries to do what? Step up, get you a sack. You know, okay. There you go, stance and starts. We talked about this, developing a jet stance. Getting the O, excuse me.
Real quick on the vertical, and he's low, keep going on the edge. If you're high on the vertical, you go back to the inside.
Oh, if you're high, he's high.
He's high.
He's high on you.
And you're high on him.
You can't have both. You can't have both. Come here, coach. Offensive lineman. His pads go vertical. He's high on me. I can't be high on him. Right. If I'm high on him, that means he's what? Right. He's low on me so that I can dip and lean. Now, if I get him up the field and he's high on me and the quarterback's there, Reggie White, that hump move, come back in. Dwight Freeney, that spin move, come back in. Jared Allen, stick and come back in. It doesn't matter, but we tell him, you got to make sure you see this guy right here. Because his pads go vertical. And he's high, I can see his face. His pads go vertical, and I got to look back at him. I want to do what now? I want to dip and lean. Because if I go back, I'm going where? To his power. Don't want to go to his power. And the thing is this. If he kicks back and his pads stay square, I want to do what? I want to go outside. Based upon what? The position of the quarterback. If the quarterback sits, I'm looking through him, and the quarterback does this, and his pads are vertical, I want to power that inside shoulder to the nose of the quarterback. Because if the quarterback does a quick 3 or a quick 5, and I run around him, the ball's what? Ball's going. And that's some stuff you learn, thank you, coach. That's some stuff you learn during the week for a film study and stuff we're going to do in practice to help you. And that's what I'm trying to say. If he's high on you, you can't be high on him. But if he's high, that means he's coming to me. If he's low on you, you want to dip and lean and come around the edge. Here we go.
So do opposite what he's giving you.
Yes, sir. The yin and the yang. That's all it is. All in water. We're not mixing tonight. Learn to roll off that front foot and push off front hand and push off the front foot for speed and lower body explosion. And just like we talked about proper vertical alignment, want to crowd as much of that line of scrimmage as we can. We don't want to be sitting back. We want to crowd the line of scrimmage. We want to crowd the line of scrimmage. We want to get at it. And it's ball reaction, just like we talked about. If your inside guy is the ball, if your outside guy is the outside knee of that tight end on offensive tackle. And in some of these drills you're going to see it's going to be the ball because there's no offensive lineman in these drills. It should be the same stance we get in every day. Peripheral that ball. Inside hand down. This has been the new thing. Guys get both hands down. The right hands are starting to get in them 4-point stances, getting down To me, that don't bother me. They can do that if they want. And if they get really wide, they can put their outside hand down if we know it's a passing situation. But we try to make sure your ball hand is down all the time. Get off. See, I try to put my big man on the tape as much as I can. You know, because big guys need love, you know. So you got to give them a little bit. You got to get ball, get off. Ball, get off. Jamie Mitchell, look at him get off on this ball. There you go. Get off on this ball, knock your hands down, go. Ray Edwards, get off on the ball. As soon as that ball moves, he's gone. There you go. That's Kevin Williams. Ball movement. Ball movement. There you go. Remember we talked about it? Late in the season, what happens? All the pads come off, so there's no bull rushing. So we want to just use our hands and run our feet. That's what it's all about. Hand movement, hand usage. That's all we want. Now, y'all gonna be mad at me about this one too, but I'm gonna show y'all. Watch my big man. Ball get off. Boom. There you go. We talk about that nose tackle is all about close quarter combat. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, I mean, if you got a big explosive man, they block back, trying to get him with the fake. He's seeing that fake. That ball is going. The center goes down. He comes off his butt. He gives him a empty hand. He just keeps going up the field. There you go. Tackle that sucker. Let's go touchdown for the Vikings. Hey, I said touchdown for the Vikings. Touchdown for the Vikings. hey, here you go. We got the big man 3 technique. You gotta love that. Linebacker steps up, guard squeezes. There you go, baby. There you go. Getting off on that ball. Not being scared. Let's go. Let's go. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. You talking about a big man getting a sack and doing a happy dance. There you go. Here you go. Look at these guys get off on the ball. Look at him get off on the ball. You see what I'm telling you? Watch the first thing that's going to move on this tackle when that ball is snapped. Watch his outside knee. See that? That outside knee. And we tell him to peripher the ball through the knee. Jared's periphering that ball. He's gone. There you go. There you go. And in this league, he does all this, and the ball is still gone. Tell me about it. How quick, you can't get there real quick. Hey, great job right here. He got a little split by the tight end, so he gets on that inside eye, and we tell him we shooting that bullet, right? We going through that guy. Watch him shoot that bullet. Gone. There you go. There you go. Now, this right here won us the game because they were driving down to kick a field goal to beat us. This right here, Jared Allen hits this quarterback, Ray hits this quarterback. Now this guy catches the ball, Darren Sharp hits it, knocks him out, ball comes out right there. We pick it up and return it. Look, he's still sleeping. So that right there won the game for us. There you go. That's the kind of stuff you look for your guys to do. That's that violence you talk about. Why do these guys get off? $72 million, think he's making 48 for 5. Okay? Let's not block him. That's the Detroit line. Let's get up. Hey, you see him getting off, right? Don't be surprised, guys, if they don't block him. Go make it. Go make it. And I think, sometimes everybody talks about it, and we talk about it a lot in pro ball. We try to get matchups. We want matchups. I want to put my best guy on your worst guy. And, we do it every week. We have the fish of the week. So whoever's the worst offensive lineman, we put his pitch up on the board. This is the fish of the week. So if you get on and you playing against this guy, we expect you to win. And I'm sure offensive coaches do it too. But I know we do it in our room. And, it gives the guys something to build around. You're talking about building camaraderie. We want to make sure if we see a fish on the board, that's the guy we go and get. So here we go. I mean, who he blocked all night? I get out for coffee. But we'll take that. We talk about ball get off. Look at this, ball get off. We knew when Olin Cruz came up, the ball was going. Watch these two guys. Ball get off. And the way we started running our exit games against Chicago, they were chipping, because this is the tight end right here. They were chipping with him. Usually when we run the exit game, we take this guy and go inside this B gap. So what we were trying to do, since they were chipping with him and staying on him, we took it to the outside of the back. We took it to the outside of the offensive tackle, to the inside shoulder of the back, let this guy hit, and then come around. And that's just what happened. That's just what happened. But this guy here does a great job getting up the field. And we got some little pressure on him, and we get him down. We get him down. They go to the Detroit Lions again. Look at this get off by Brian Robinson. Look at that get off. See him coming out them hips, shooting it, going, explosive. There you go. But they can't block 93, and this guy don't know how to make a sack. But 93 will take it, and he's mad. Look at him. He know he didn't let it go. There go your Ric Flair. You know, so I mean, hey, you gotta have fun with your guys. You gotta have fun with your guys. You know, look at the big fella getting off. Look at the big fella getting off. Look at the big fella. You know, we talking about close quarter combat. You know, we talking about getting off. Look at the get off. There you go. Look at the get off. There you go. Gotta be a holding call on this. Here comes that flag. There you go. There you go. So, I mean, that's what you're talking about. And they throw the ball any kind of way. Nose tackle. Look, linebacker steps up. I think our linebackers, Fred Puggett and Joe Woods, they do a great job of disguising coverages, giving us opportunity. I mean, they walk those guys up in those gaps, and look, nobody blocks anybody. I mean, how good is that? You know, so I think that's something you can coordinate for the defense. Lanes and games. We talked about this when we were talking about building a trap to the quarterback, how you can exchange lanes and still have the lane. If you're rushing 4 guys, we tell our guys we want 2 guys on each side of the center. When you get 3 guys on one side and 1 guy on this side, what happens? You get a big old throwing lane or a running lane by a quarterback. So we want to try to talk about, you know, teaching all these things, understanding the pass rush lanes and the quarterback trap, teaches technique of pass rush games. And we got a couple of things on here where we run some of these games on air, and we always want to end up with 2 and 2. You know, they got an exit game right here, and we got a text game right here. These guys, all they do is exchange lanes. These guys exchange lanes, but we got what? 2 guys on this side of the center, 2 guys on that side of the center. That's all we need. Same thing. We got a 3-man game. We got a pirate right here. These guys come inside. He comes around. He stays tight. Look, 2 and 2. All we do is exchange and rush lanes, just giving them something to look at. We don't want to be like that old one, like we said, that blocking dummy. We want to give them something that they have to adjust to, because I make money making my guys believe that we're better going forward than they are going backwards. I mean, I can give you a 20-yard lead. You right here, you look like the fastest guy in here. I give you a 20-yard lead, and we run the 40. Tell you to backpedal, and I'm gonna run forward. I think I can get you. You know, because I think they got to learn that going forward, going fast, and making them move in their feet. Because to back up, you got to go a little vertical. I mean, unless you one of them sweet DBs and you got them sweet feet. But I haven't seen a 300-pounder do that yet. You know, so I'm gonna take my chances with that. So that's some things we try to do. And here go the pass rush game. We're running that same text where he's trying to get to that inside shoulder that tackle. He takes him up the field. It's just what you want. You know, now you got a guy containing from the inside, and you got a guy pressing the middle of the pocket, collapsing the middle of the pocket from the outside. All you did is exchange lanes. Here we go. We got some lanes changing. Now, Daisy should have kept going. Kevin tried to set him up, but you got these guys working. Look at it. He's what? He's pressing the pocket from the inside. He's a defensive end now, which he was a tackle first. He presses that pad, quarterback steps up, he makes a sack. When you can rush the passer, guys, ooh, Arizona Cardinal, what you say? We got a three-man game. We going up the field here. We coming inside, and we looping this guy all the way around. He sees that pressure in his face. He has a one-on-one. Beat him to death. There you go. That right there builds character for quarterback. That builds character. You know? There you go. We got the same text game, but the tight end stays in and helps out. But Jared does a good job of going inside, and then look, coming back, hitting that guy in the face. 4-man rush against Peyton Manning. You must be crazy. Look at these guys working. We got that same 3-man game, these two guys going inside, and him coming around. There you go. The one-on-one gotta win. There you go. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Here we go. Here we go. They mess this up because he's going away from the back. He releases. The back's supposed to chip this defensive end. That's what we thought after we watched the game. The back doesn't chip the defensive end. As soon as his head comes up, where's the ball? It's gone. Great get off right here. And that was that exit I was talking about, for him getting on the outside pad here, then him punching and coming out. And we got a Ric Flair sight. There you go. There you go. Get Rick ready. I mean, that's just something you're teaching your guys. Look at this camp. We got both of these guys doing the dead man. They both look like they're doing what? They dropping. Now let's go. There you go. Look, there you go. There you go. Once you look like you dropping, look, he turns away to help. Getting on the edge. There you go. There you go. Yeah, we knocked that punk out. Get on the edge, guys. Got the big man going. Watch the big man. He's the penetrator. He's forcing in there. He's coming around. Watch him ricochet, keeping that pressure where? Collapse in the middle of the pocket. There you go. There you go. Let's go to the next thing. Single and double hips. We believe, guys, all good pass rushers have good hips. All of them have good hips. If you think anything they got in common, they have really good hips. And I think the thing we try to tell our guys all the time, you know, this drill, over-exaggerate flipping the hips, stresses upper body flexibility by working the swim or rip move on air, teaches the defender to work up the field while his hips are flipped. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. Some guys make them open their hips and do a reverse karaoke. You ever get hit in this position, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to get knocked out. I don't think we keep our hips open long enough, so I tell our guys to pull and slide their feet. Pull and slide their feet like they have a board between their legs. If they cross their feet, what happens to the board? They break it. If they get overextended, what happens to the board? It falls. So all you want to do is just pull and slide and get on the edge. The first way I was taught, you two guys come right here. This is going to be good. Y'all going to like this. Got a 3 technique right here. Got a guard, got a tackle. Behind this refrigerator, this is a wall and this is a refrigerator. Behind this refrigerator is the sweetmeat. And I got to get to the sweetmeat. Now, if I try to go through here like this, what's going to happen? They're going to squeeze me down. So the thing I want to do, when I get on that edge, I want to pull, slide his hips through here, and then swim. That's all I want to do. I want to, tilt the refrigerator, squeeze my hips, and then come on through. That's all I want to do. And this is how we teach our guys. Thank y'all. When you're talking about getting between a wall and a refrigerator, in between a tight place. You just can't go in there like this. You want to open those hips. Here you go. You're going to open them up, open, pull, slide, swim. That's all you want to do. Coming back, open them up, pull, slide, swim. The thing I try to tell my guys all the time, when you walk, when you run, you take your right foot and you go what? Left hand. Left foot, right hand. To do this drill, I have to do what? Left foot, left hand, then what? Right foot, right hand. So you want to walk a little bit like what? Frankenstein. Left, right, left, right, right. That's all about teaching your body how to open up, and you're going to see it. And when you see it on the game field, the hips don't stay open but that long, but you get them to flip their hips. If anybody has ever taken a boxing class, when a guy throws a punch, what he does? Boom! And that's all it is. We're trying to open those hips, and when we come back, that's how we get through it. You want to open and close your hips.
Are you still applying pressure on that as you get the skinny through?
Yes, sir. The thing we doing, good question. I didn't close that, so great question by you. They, bless you. They telling this offensive lineman to do what? Kick back. Kick back, coach. He's kicking back. I'm not going to let you go because I'm pulling him. And when me pulling and him kicking back, what's that doing with me? It's catapulting me forward, right? That's all it's doing. So he's kicking back. I got that pad, and I'm pulling myself through to try to get through that. So he is applying pressure, and we want to pull him down and across. We want to pull that offensive lineman to us because if we pull him to us, what's going to happen? He's going to hit us in the chest. That's why we say tilted, down and across. Thank you, baby. Okay, who we got here? Yep, Green Bay. Look at this guy here. Look how quick his hips just stay open, just for an instant. That's all you need. There you go, sack, call, fumble. Then we use the safety. Look at this pump. You tell me. You know, throw your flag, man. There you go. Yeah, there you go. But that's the kind of stuff you want to see from your guys. Look at him flip his hips. He does it with a bob. Open his hip. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need. I know I got a lot of clips of these guys. I think it's this kid right here, you Daisy. Look at him pull his foot. All he does is open his hips for just a step. That's all it is. Pull that pad down the front, right, left. There you go. There you go. And I tell our guys when we rush in the passer, never let a running back, if you're an inside guy, go by you. If a running back releases inside and he doesn't chip you, it's your red light ought to come on. Because if he doesn't chip you, what's happening? He's getting a screen or he's getting that little quick pass. So we tell our guys to do that all the time. Spencer Johnson does a great job. These guys let him go, and look, the back's running away from him. So he does what? Grabs that sucker. You can grab him and throw him to the ground. So that's football. They say we can do it, we gonna do it. We work in the gray area. You know? Hey, look at him open his hips. There you go, open those hips. Great job. Great job. Chase that pump. There you go. Go get it. There you go. Look at him open his hips. Now it's inside out. It's inside out. There you go. Great job by Jamie. Hey, baby. We got some more. Look at the big fella. Cover up because Jamie went inside. Look at him. Look at him. You got him another sack, boy. You got to love that. Yeah. But I just think, you know, this is the thing they told me guys in pro ball would never do. You know, Karl, we got guys having problems getting off the ground. Well, coach, in college and high school, we used to do up downs. Karl, you can't do that for program. Why not? I'm the coach. I'm the coach. If I say this is what we're doing today, this is what we're doing. So let's have some fun. You know, reaction and movement drill that forces players to quickly get off the ground, teaches defenders to stick their foot in the ground and break on the thrown ball with good angles and effort. I mean, if I'm demanding it, I better get it. And if you don't coach it, why should you think as a coach you're gonna get it? You know, I know a lot of times you gotta ask for it. You know, sometimes you just get it. You know what I'm talking about? If you're newlywed, sometimes you just get it. But after about 5 or 6 years, you gotta ask for it, right? So, yeah, we in the business, we gotta sit down there and ask for it. You know, so I think it's a good thing. Hey, here's the drill. There you go. Get off the field. There you go. Get off the field. You gotta wave them. Everybody, get on the ground. Get up. Now, there you go. Throw the ball. Turn and run. Turn and run. It's a pass. There you go. And every now and then, this is Mike Tomlin. He used to come over there and spend a lot of time with it. He was an old quarterback, or wide receiver at William and Mary. So we get him up the field, we wave him, we grass him, then the quarterback, there you go. There you go. And as soon as he plants that foot and throws, look at that upper body violence. There you go. Get to that ball. Now I got this next one on here for everybody. Get up the field, wave him and grass. I got to be the quarterback. There you go. What they waiting on? See, they trying to play the drill. So if the quarterback holds the ball, what you gonna do? Turn and run, or you gonna sack it? So that's what I'm saying right here. Quarterback keeps the ball, and why run to the quarterback with your hands in the air? You wouldn't run a 40 with your hands in the air, right? You got to get there fast. And that's why I leave this one on the drill tape. Go ahead. Already kept coming. You know, there you go. Get to the ball. Get to the ball. Watch this kid right here. He gets a quick jump set. He pounds that tackle. The ball is going right now. Watch him turn and run to that ball. Look at this sucker turn and run. Good night, Irene. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Turn and run to that ball. Guys, if you demand it, you'll get it from your players. You'll get it from your players. And then talk a little trash to them. Whoa, the Cardinals. Hey, get after them boys, man. Let's go. Watch this kid. Hey, watch this kid. He's coming around on the game. Watch him turn and run. Turn and run and get to that ball. Get to that ball. That's what it's all about, guys. Watch these guys get to that ball, trying to find a way. Made him step up, couldn't step up. Watch this sucker run. Stretch out and go get it. There you go. Then if you go get him good, the coach will come help you up. You know, hey, it's all about keeping them motivated. Go get him. Watch this kid here. This is the drill, guys. Watch him get up the field. Watch him get knocked down. Watch him get up, turn and run. And that's that Jimmy Kennedy kid. You know, hey, if you demand it from them, guys, they'll give it to you. They'll give it to you. And there's only one standard. There's only one standard. One standard. And hold them accountable. And I think the thing, too, that scares some head coaches and coordinators, because I'll call Kevin Williams out. I'll call Pat Williams out. I'll call Jared Allen out. If they do something, if they dog a drill, I'll call them out. And I say, man, get out of here. I don't want to see you. Give me somebody else. You know, and you see other players look at that. And I think when you hold your best players accountable, other guys underneath them can't do nothing but step up. When I'm dog cussing you or getting after you and you're a 5th round pick free agent and you're not doing the drill right and you're doing it wrong and we all see it, and then when Kevin or Pat does it, and I do this right here, where's your accountability? If you do it wrong, I'm gonna coach you up. That's why they call me coach. And I think that's the thing you have to do as a coach. I don't care who it is. It could be the Pope. If he messed up, he's gonna get coached up. Just like that.
Bring that, coach.
All right, great. You know, these some more games. Watch this kid right here. Get on that edge. Get on that edge. Turn and run. Watch this. Turn and run. Hey, these right here take a toll on the quarterback. You talking about being Superman? That's what I want from my guy. That's what I want. If you demand it, guys, you'll get it. You'll get it. Watch these guys. Watch him trying to run and get it. Watch this kid right here. I love this kid right here. Watch him get over here, try to get this nose, couldn't get it. Well, look at these guys running. But watch him curl back and get him a kidney shot. You know, that pays off. That pays off at the end of the game. That pays off. Watch these guys getting on the edge, trying to make him get out of there. Trying to make him get out of there. Watch this big sucker. Turn and run. Turn and run. How many guys you have seen just turn and look when the ball's going? We ain't paying you to do that. We paying you to make plays. You know, you on scholarship, you living in a dorm, you eating in our cafeteria, let's go make some plays. Great job, man, just trying to get on the edge. We got a game going on that went bad. But watch these guys turn and run. Watch them turn and run. I mean, that's big run. These little guys trying to do some hitting. We turn and run.